Yeah, it's recording.
It says recording, but where does it show up?
It's just showing the audio
And
track.
then it'll just save a MP3 at the end.
It'll save as an MP4. So it's
All
not
right,
ideal,
should be
but
fine.
it's all right.
All right, what's up, everyone? Are you ready?
I'm fully ready. Yeah.
Okay. What's up, everybody? This is what are we saying? Bro tips.
This is Bro Tips.
Bro tips
This is
with me and Lucas, a wise man. A wise man. He's gonna teach me his views on life, and hopefully we'll.
But you've got to also teach me your views as well.
Okay, I will.
It's just the make it
I
fair.
will. And pretty much between us, we'll tackle the world, the many different crises.
Yeah, we can talk about
Crises?
Afghanistan. Yeah, crises.
We'll solve the problems of the earth.
We can talk about Afghanistan,
Yes.
Florida,
The promised
Ukraine.
land, Afghanistan. It seemed like a beautiful land to visit.
the Utah. Utah is the promised land.
Utah?
Yeah.
What, for Mormons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I'd probably not become a Mormon, but maybe.
Mormonism
maybe
is
so.
overrated. It's basically Islam for Christians.
Sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go to the Mormon church someday. Film a podcast there. Maybe at Mitt Romney's compound in Mexico.
Yeah. I didn't know Mitt
We'll
Romney had
see.
a compound in Mexico.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, his
You-
family has a
you actually reacted to a text that I sent you.
When?
Like, I sent you a text. I sent you a text, and then you reacted with a thumbs down or something.
No. I didn't mean to do that.
You didn't mean to do that?
No, I didn't
I was about to
notice.
make fun of you for being old.
Oh,
Because,
no. I probably was just holding my phone
okay,
and
good.
not paying attention with it open.
Good.
Because when did this happen?
Just now, earlier.
Oh. Yeah.
I was
didn't
like,
mean to do that.
that's something that old people do. That's the kind
But
of
I
thing
would
I would
give a
expect
thumbs
KT
down.
to do.
I would give a thumbs down to your texts. No, I'm just joking. But no, I didn't mean to do that, so sorry if I offended you.
Oh no, it was a thumbs down that was worth giving. So.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, anyways, yeah, we're going to tackle the problems of the world, and by the time we're done with this podcast, we'll probably have solved world hunger. We'll have created world peace.
I want to solve world peace,
We'll
man.
probably, I'd imagine, we'll be the president. Both of us will be the president.
I'll be
Or
the
we'll be running
president.
some country.
I don't want to run a country. I want to run my country. It's just me.
All right, well, maybe we'll start an insurrection. No,
I mean,
never mind. Just kidding, YouTube. We're
could
not
just
going to do that.
I mean, I just want my country to be
Just
me,
joking.
man.
Just joking.
Just want my country to be me. I run me.
Yeah.
That's my country.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
I can declare my own sovereignty. The government won't be able to control me anymore.
Yeah, I hear that works pretty well.
You hear Giovanni
Yeah.
called me a cholo today?
What does that mean? A Mexican
It's
thug?
just a slur for, like, I think it's for like Latinos and then Italians as well.
It's weird because you're white, but he is Mexican.
Yeah, I said, isn't that a slur?
So it's
And then he said, yeah, but I get to say it.
wow. He was just trying to fit in with you, Lucas.
No, he called me a cholo because I had done this, like, hey, bro. I don't even remember what I said. I just did the Mexican accent, you know. I said Holmes and
Okay, well that makes
foo,
more sense then.
But
He was trying to be funny, I guess, but he was just too high to make sense.
he was too high.
Maybe.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
got long, luxurious hair.
Yeah. Let's not discuss our coworkers though. We don't want to get fired. But we'll just say me and Lucas
We have
we
to be
work
able
at
to
a local
discuss them.
business.
Yeah, local business.
And
Big
in the
chain
town,
store.
In the town we live in America.
Big chain store, Austin, Texas.
Yeah, big chain store in some city of some state, who knows where, we won't say.
I mean, if anybody knows plants, they'll be able to tell where we are based on those trees back there.
Yeah, we're at the mall right now.
I saw some
So meet us at the
giant
mall.
possum haws over there. It was beautiful. I'd never seen possum
Wow.
haws that big.
Yeah, the mall is pretty much known for its botanical specimens
Yeah,
out here.
for sure. I
It's a
mean, they should plant
beautiful
more trees in
place.
this parking lot. Like, it gets so hot, dude. Every time I came here during the summer, when I
Yeah.
bought my phone here,
At the mall.
Yeah.
You know, there's a shooting at this mall.
There was a shooting here?
Yeah.
When?
In the summer, I'm pretty sure. Or no, it was in the spring.
I actually bought my phone the same day my ex-girlfriend broke up with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Afterwards or before?
That same day. Like, she broke up with me over text like 2 hours. Not even 2 hours.
Oh,
Less
so
than an
then
hour
you smashed.
after.
Oh, afterwards?
Yeah. Less
Oh.
than an hour after I bought my phone, she broke up with me.
Wow.
And then the next day, I go on my lunch break at work, and I check my phone, and there's a text going like, "Hey, I want to get back together."
The next day?
The next day, dude.
Wow. So
and
what did
I
you
said
say?
no,
Wow.
because I'm fucking
You badass,
badass,
dog.
dude.
So what happened?
So
Hey, fuck off!
I mean, we communicated some more. We never had sex again, which is very healthy. To not have sex with an ex-girlfriend.
Nah.
So, she was really hot. You should have seen her.
I think you will again someday.
I will have sex with her again?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to.
Oh.
I mean, there is the aspect of, see boobs and ass and want to smash. But, that's just the devil speaking.
That's the devil?
That's the devil
Is
in
it?
my brain.
I thought that was the good Lord above.
I mean, it's both.
Speaking to us.
It's both. I mean, when we were still dating, then it would have been okay. Don't have sex
Now it's
before
not
dating.
Okay?
I mean,
Before dating?
yeah, no sex before
What type of
dating.
religion is this, Lucas?
This is my religion, man.
You've
Don't
got
have
some
sex
odd
before
beliefs.
dating. You gotta be.
Before dating.
You gotta have.
What does that even mean?
Make her your girlfriend first, and then have sex with her.
How would that even happen? I don't even understand how that's possible.
Well,
How would she become your girlfriend? Doesn't even make sense.
Well, for me and my ex-girlfriend, what we did was, we didn't have sex for 2 months after we started dating. And
right.
for the first month, like, it was like maybe 4 dates in, we were making out on my bed, and then she was like sitting on top of me, and all of a sudden she like broke away, and then like looked away,
Hey,
like
fuck off.
being all cute and shit,
Uh-huh.
and was like, "Does this make you my boyfriend?" And I was like, "I sure hope it does, man." And then she like started making out with me again. So that's how
Wow.
how I made her my girlfriend.
What a beautiful moment.
And then we didn't have sex still for like another month and a half.
Oh. But how old were you at this time?
18.
Oh.
She was 21.
Really?
She was robbing the cradle, dude.
Ooh. Nice job.
Older woman, dude. She
Wow.
looked like she was 16 though.
Was she rich though?
No. She was broker than I was. She made less money,
Damn.
as women do. Am I right?
I don't.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, I've noticed that they tend to make a lot of money.
Well, yeah, one's our age.
Yeah.
Generally, younger women make more money than younger men.
Yeah, because
But,
they can be Instagram thoughts, right? Is the shit recording?
Yeah.
They started OnlyFans.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also like in STEM fields, it's almost impossible to get a job if you're a dude. But if you're a girl, because only like 3% of like engineers are girls,
Right.
they like end up paying you like 3 times the rate that they would pay a dude. To try and like incentivize more women.
Yeah,
to join
no,
their
I know.
company.
I've known people like that.
It's
They're
insane,
freaking
dude.
rich. They're just addicted to drugs and alcohol, and they're rich. Meanwhile, us, we're working hard.
I'm working hard, dude. I'm making stacks. I'm making fat
How?
stacks. Working.
Well,
I made $250 last weekend, dude.
last weekend?
Yeah, trimming
Doing what?
trees.
Where at?
Just some dude that said to my dad, "Hey, do you know anybody who can trim trees?" And my dad was like, "Yeah, I have a 20-year-old son that could do that for you."
All right, well, call me up if you need another person to do that,
Sure, man.
because I'm not going to be poor much longer. Tomorrow, though, I'm working at the Bill Burr show.
You are?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Doing putting people's phones into bags. Have you ever been to a show where they like put those? There's like these bags that they put your phone in so you can't like film during the show and stuff. You never heard of that?
No.
They do that like comedy shows and some concerts just so you can't. Mostly comedians, so people can't film their set, upload it to YouTube, and then get them like canceled.
I mean,
and
for somebody
banned.
like Bill Burr, that would make sense.
Exactly.
But the only comedy show I've ever been to is Noel Miller.
Who the hell is that?
It's a
No one's
YouTube
ever heard of
dude.
that.
Me and Savannah went. It was awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Noel Miller.
Yeah.
He's from YouTube?
Yeah, he's a YouTube boy. He's on the Tiny Meat Gang podcast.
All right, well, I'll check it out. I do love YouTube. It's the only way out of poverty, as I've tried to teach you, but...
Hey, man, I've only
know
ever made
nothing.
$5 on YouTube.
You what?
I made $5
How?
on YouTube when I was 12,
Nice.
making Minecraft videos.
Hell yeah. How'd you make $5?
Joined some partnership program outside of YouTube, some third party, back when that was a thing
Wow.
that people did.
Hopefully that will happen to us. I mean, we're trying to get rich here, everybody. We're impoverished.
Do you want me to tell my story about last night?
Yes.
So I went.
Yeah.
I went.
So please tell us. Lucas had a story he wanted to tell me all day, but
I went.
we saved it for now. So please go ahead.
What is it called? Country dancing.
What?
Country dancing.
What is that? That's
What is
like
it called?
Square dancing or is it
Yeah.
some like hick
I mean,
type stuff?
it's like two-step. We learned how to
Right.
two-step.
At the honky tonk.
Yeah, at the honky
You
tonk.
went down the honky
We
tonk.
went down to the honky
Had
tonk.
a couple of Lone Stars.
Yeah, we know. That's why I have X's on my hands because I'm 20. I'm not allowed to
Oh.
drink.
Oh, you gotta get a fake ID.
Yeah, she kept talking about getting one. I wanted to get one. I was like, maybe.
I don't know
man.
where you get a fake
Maybe.
ID.
I don't know how to get
Buy
one either.
online.
I mean,
on Etsy?
she's the one who like supplied me with drugs in high school, so she would know.
This girl?
Yeah.
What drug she used to
So there's this girl. I mean, she didn't. She gave me weed.
Oh.
She let me hit her pen. She made me vape her nicotine as well.
She made you vape her nicotine.
Yeah, back in
Damn,
2000.
that's badass, dog. That's a bad influence.
Back in 2019,
That's a
when I was a
bad
little
influence,
16-year-old bitch boy.
Okay.
So this girl, her name's Tessa.
Right.
I had a huge crush on her when I was 16 and early on when I was 17, before I got over it.
Right.
And
And
I asked her out like twice in high school. She said no extremely clearly both times. And
you did have a weird haircut in high school. I saw your Spanish project.
that wasn't high school. That was 8th grade.
Oh.
I was 14 in that.
So your haircut came unplugged?
Okay,
My
it's
shit still working?
back online.
Oh right, it's one track. I forgot.
Yeah, it's yours is separate, so it should be
separate.
Yeah, yours
okay,
is still
it's
going.
good.
um.
All right, it's good.
Sick.
All right, tell us the story, Lucas.
So
Bring
she
it home.
Through my friend, who had a crush on her, who he thought that she wanted to fuck him. She didn't. She's taller than him.
Right.
Yeah, those are the koozies I put in here. I didn't have anything to
What
put
the
in them.
fuck? Oh,
Just
my
two-
iPhone
yeah.
storage full. All right, we'll just be filming on yours from now on. Fucking
So-
hell.
So
All right, well,
we hung out
we'll
like
deal with that later.
pretty consistently. Apparently, I don't really have many memories of that year because that's when I got into drugs.
That's when you were on taking Xanax bars.
I never took
Getting
any Xanny
geeked up
bars.
off them bars.
I never took any Xanny bars, man.
Oh.
I took some Ambien. I took ketamine. I took cocaine, meth.
Meth? You did meth in high school?
Yeah.
Holy shit! You I
LSD,
didn't realize you were so cool, man.
shroomies,
Wow. So
MDMA.
wow.
All when I was 16.
You want to get it? Can you get us some ketamine still?
No,
From this girl, Tess?
no, I didn't get any of that from her.
Oh.
I got it from the dark web. Not
Place
even
an
kidding.
order, man.
I don't
Place an
want
order.
to. I don't want to. It's so shady and expensive,
Yeah.
and I'm afraid that there's gonna be fentanyl in it.
Oh, true.
I don't want to
Ketamine's
go.
like legal now, basically, so we could just get it down the
Yeah, you
clinic,
could.
down at the doctor's office.
I don't want to go the way of fucking George Floyd though. So like, I'm gonna avoid that at all costs.
Yeah. Too true.
I was 17 when George Floyd died.
Oh man, I remember the day. The stores in my local area started giving away everything for free. You know what I'm saying?
Did you come up with that joke yourself? That was awesome.
It's true. It's not a joke.
Oh, you don't mean that people smashed the windows and stole everything?
They smashed the windows and took the goods. And I may or may not have witnessed this, but no one stopped anyone. They gave it away.
Okay, so that, yeah, they just gave it away. They just gave it away.
So that was a great time in America.
Yeah,
I
that
put
was,
on Rage Against the Machine.
Oh my God.
Take the power back. I said to my roommates, drive me downtown. We're going to get shit for free. We're going to come up, dog. We're coming up on these streets. We take what's ours. Allegedly.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Allegedly. Who knows? This didn't actually really happen.
Yeah.
This was, you know.
I mean, the riots of 2020 definitely happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were
Wasn't a part of
participating.
them.
Yeah,
Absolutely
okay.
not, no.
I stayed in my own little exurb where things were safe, where there was only one protest that lasted like 4 days, but still, you know, it was one protest. They didn't even block the roads. It was
Shit
very
got turned
polite.
up where I was at.
Shit got turned up. We're turned up where you were at.
Turned up, bro.
Sick.
It was pretty sick, man.
Well, this
So,
girl, I went insane from the drugs. The pills from Kevin made me spacey, you could say.
Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
So
I
you
didn't
got
get any pills
Cosby'd
from
out,
Kevin.
basically?
I didn't actually get spacey. I actually did go insane. Like
Yeah?
I started having delusions,
Of grandeur? Or what type?
like that people were out to get me and were gonna kill me. That was one. That I was dating people that I wasn't actually dating, because I didn't date anyone in high school. That I had friends that I wasn't actually friends with. That, like, I was working on huge projects that I wasn't actually working on. Like, I was actually an insane person.
Sounds pretty fucking fun. Sounds cool, man.
Like, it was on the same level as I read this book the other day,
Uh-huh.
How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Uh-huh.
And one of the stories he talks about in it, I thought I smelled weed for a second, but no.
No, that's fresh air.
Yeah, that's just exhaust and, you know, oxygen and stuff. But one of the stories he talks about is there's a woman in it who tells her doctor that she has a baby every night. So, like, this woman in an asylum, her doctor comes in and checks on her every day, and she says, Doctor, I had a baby last night. It was basically at that level.
Damn.
Where I was thinking that I was having a
And this
baby
was
every night.
drug
except I wasn't
induced?
doing that. I mean, not directly. It was more that, like, the drugs were frying my brain, plus I was on Prozac. And, like, the combination of the two, because I had actually stopped. I was actually also hooked on opiates for a while. I was hooked
Hell
on
yeah.
Vicodin.
Hell yeah.
Um,
You ever do some of that heroin?
no. No, that's freaky, dude. No, I just took
Yeah, me
fucking
neither.
prescription Vicodin for a while and got hooked on it, and then, like, I stopped doing everything except for the Prozac, and then that's
And
when
a bit of
everything
meth?
went downhill. Not the meth.
So you did crystal meth, though?
Yeah,
You snorted it or smoked it?
snorted it.
Oh my God,
I don't want to smoke meth, dude. It's terrifying. I don't want to put shit in my lungs.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to smoke meth, just snort it. That's good for you.
So I was like going insane, thinking all these things. So apparently, like, I only found out about this part, that I even did this, maybe a year ago, because this is the first time I talked to Tessa in 3 years was 1 year ago,
Uh-huh.
almost 1 year ago today. like a 1 year ago, in like a month or less than a month. I don't know.
Okay.
Around a year ago, I texted her and was like, "Fucking what's good, bitch?" And I sent her my
What's good, ho?
"What's good, ho?" While I was still dating my ex-girlfriend, but this is just because I wanted her to get in contact with my friend Asher so that they could get
Right.
together.
Right, of course.
And I sent her my rice purity score because it had gone down.
Your
Because
what?
my rice purity test score.
I never heard
So
of that.
the students of Rice University put together like a test to see how pure you are. And it just categorizes sins, you know, like kissing, dancing without leaving the room for Jesus or whatever.
Dancing without leaving the room for Jesus.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
I have no idea.
In
Maybe
between
like
songs,
in between
you go pray or something.
I think it means like you're dancing, but you don't have enough space between the two of you.
Oh, you have to leave room for Jesus.
Between the two of you, I think that's what it
Oh,
means.
Makes perfect sense.
Like
to
there's
me.
holding hands, having sex, 69, anal, period sex, voyeurism, bestiality, incest.
Those things are frowned upon. They're encouraged. Rice
I mean,
University.
neither. It's just categorizing what you've done.
Oh, okay.
I had like a score of like 14 when I sent it to her.
And what was a good score? Like 0 or 2?
I wouldn't call that a good score. If you get I mean, that means that you've done everything on the list.
14.
14. So I hadn't done 14 things that were listed,
Oh, okay.
which included
And
things
how long
like
was the list? Like 100 things?
it's 100 things, yeah. So I hadn't done things like voyeurism and incest and bestiality. So, you know, I didn't get a perfect score. But I sent it to her, and she was like, damn, my score hasn't changed since last time I sent it to you, which was in 2019. So she hasn't done shit, dude.
Wow.
She hasn't done shit. But we talked about stuff, and she was like, yeah, basically have no friends. Basically don't do anything, work all the time, do
So
school all the time.
this is when you talked to her yesterday.
A year
You're back
ago.
a year ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then, like, we tried to get together like 3 times, and it didn't work out. It seemed like
Uh-huh.
she just didn't want to hang out. So I was like, whatever, man. I have a hoe. I'm trying to do this for my bro.
Of course.
I can't put too much more effort into this. I can't put too much emotional energy into this, to use words that a woman would use.
So wise of you.
Women have a lot of wise things to say,
It's true.
believe it or not.
It's true.
So she basically like told me that she was a complete loser. She's not a loser because, you know, from my perspective, working all the time to get that bag, educating yourself to become a Chad, those are badass, dude.
This is what I'm preaching to my dogs, to my boys.
To your
Lucas.
dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, to your homies.
I'm saying there's only, if something's not going to give you money, don't do it. You either work out, get paid, or that's it.
Yeah, if something's not going to bring you some kind of benefit, there's not much point in doing it.
Yeah, we can't be fucking around anymore.
That's why I don't do drugs, man.
Yeah, this 2022, dog.
That's why I didn't drink at that party or smoke
Yeah.
at that party.
Me too. I haven't smoked in a long time.
Didn't you smoke fucking tobacco rollies at that party?
Maybe a little bit. I got a little fix, but
But
there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know, man.
You know
Whatever
what,
you want to
Lucas?
do, dude. I'm
You're
not
right.
judging.
There is something wrong with it. Health.
Probably.
You'll die.
I mean, I've smoked my fair share. I've smoked 2 cigarettes in my day.
2 cigs?
Yeah, 2 ciggies.
Hell yeah.
I've vaped probably 10, 15 times. All
Sick,
but
bro.
one time encouraged by
Tess.
Tessa, yeah. But
Wow.
yeah, so
What a bad influence.
from a teenager's perspective, she was a complete loser. And so I thought, easy to hang out with her then. But it turns out it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
During Halloween, we reconnected
This year.
this year. We reconnected, and this is after me and my ex-girlfriend broke up. We broke up in March. So at this point, I'm like,
Right.
my friend Asher's like, hey, are you going to go after Tessa? And I'm like, no, she's not really my type anymore. I'm looking for a trad wife. Back in the day, I thought she was really hot, and I just wanted to fuck. But now, I'm on that Jesus shit.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can't
really
be
on
on
that
those
Jesus
drugged
shit.
up
But
hoes now.
yeah, I can't be on those drugged
Be
up
on
hoes.
the
She's actually
Jesus.
clean. She doesn't even smoke weed anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
I don't know. She didn't. Okay, we'll get to all of it, dude. We'll get to all of it.
We'll
But
get to all of it. Yeah, take your time. Sorry to rush you.
no, you're good, man. I went to her place of work. She said that she worked at Spirit Halloween, which I call Spirited Away because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And me and Asher needed to plan our Halloween costumes, and we decided to go to Spirit Halloween to knock out two birds with one stone. See a girl that we hadn't seen in 4 years, and or maybe 3 years, I don't remember. But
Get some fly ass gear.
and get some fly ass gear. Exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We got the fly ass gear. We talked to her a little bit. Didn't seem right to invite her or anything, so we didn't.
Rude.
Then we went again. It was way too crowded because it was like Columbus Day or some shit. We went again, or I went again on my own because Asher had to work.
So now you stalking.
No, I went again because they
Stalk,
didn't
Adam.
have the fake earrings the other 2 times that we went. And I needed fake
Yeah, you
earrings for my
couldn't
costume.
Buy those anywhere else.
Could I?
Amazon.com.
I don't want to order shit on Amazon, dude.
What about the mall? We at the mall right now.
I checked Hot Topic. I didn't see any.
Oh, if they don't have it at Hot Topic, yep,
Yeah,
you're
but
right actually.
yeah. So
I'd love to go to Hot Topic, by the way. We've been discussing Hot Topic recently, and
I love Hot Topic.
I haven't gone there in years. We should go there and get some fresh gear
Hell yeah,
to
dude.
wear at work. Get some like Slipknot shirts and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I already have so much Hot Topic gear, dude. Like,
We'd be so badass at work.
check out my belt. Yeah, dude.
Classic.
I've got like 3 or 4 studded belts at this point.
Classic.
KT calls me a scene kid, but yeah.
Yep.
So that time when I went alone, I was talking to her, and the store was completely empty. It was just her and her manager. And her manager, I hope Tessa never sees this, but her manager is a fucking cow.
Is this her close friend? I mean, why would she be offended? We
I don't think that they're friends.
we should send her the link if we're discussing her.
No. I just don't remember if she is subscribed to my YouTube channel or not. I don't think that she is.
She's probably not.
Probably not. Okay, you're right. You're right. So, this fucking cow, I'm talking to Tessa, and she keeps butting in. She keeps going like,
Rude.
I want to go to a haunted house. And then Tessa's like, yeah, haunted
Shut
house is
up.
cool. Anyway, Lucas, let's continue our conversation. So, Tessa's kind of bothered by it, too. And I'm like, hell
Right.
yeah,
She's
dude.
probably annoyed with this cow lady.
Yeah, dude, she's a fucking cow woman.
Working over there all day, working for the man.
I mean, it was a woman, but yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Spirited Halloween, Spirited Away.
Someone
That is
told
weird.
me
That is
oh, it's
weird,
those
yeah.
people over there. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, light
Um,
it up, bro.
But yeah, I was like trying to work up to it, and she was like, I was trying to like send out feelers, trying to get her to get me to invite her. Because if I just ask her, it's not going to work. But if I get her to admit that she wants to do something, and then I say, I can do that for you, then fuck, dude, she has no way to say no. So she was like, I really want to go
Okay.
to House of Torment. I got her to say that. And I said, I
You
could.
got her to say that.
I got her to say that. And I
Lucas.
said, I could. ... The other fucking.
You're going to jail one day, Lucas.
The fucking
I've been
cow.
calling it. You're,
I'm not going to jail, dude.
you're
But
going to jail one
The
day.
fucking
for sure.
cow squeals like the pig that she is. Oh my God, Tessa, I can take you to fucking
Oh no.
the House of Torment. And then Tessa says, I don't know, maybe. And then I say, all right, well, and then I continue the conversation because I don't want to say, well, I could take you there and have her choose. So then I continue the conversation. Then when it seems like the cow isn't
Oh.
paying attention anymore,
This is a bad
she mentions it
situation.
again. And I feel like, okay, maybe she actually does want me to invite her.
Yeah. You should have just invited her at that point.
I didn't
You
want
can't
I didn't
risk
want to
the-
create a competition with her fucking fat friend. Fat
You don't
friends
wanna
ruin
hang
everything.
around that fat chick.
I don't want to hang around the
Or you're
fat
saying they
chick.
were gonna go separately without you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I
Well, either way, you can't
So-
like.
was like, well, I could take, and then she squeals again,
Squeals.
like the pig that she is. Dude,
And what did she sound like?
I feel like this is completely fair because it wasn't that she was just a little bit chubby. She was like fucking 500 pounds, man.
Oh, no.
Maybe she wasn't 500 pounds, but she was almost as wide as she was tall. So I feel like it's
You
fair.
can't put up with that, Lucas. Yeah, you
I
should've
can't,
told
dude.
her,
As a
"Fuck
civilization, as a society, we shouldn't have to.
off." No,
But
I agree.
yeah, we should like. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say anything about that, but
We'll get into that topic at a later date.
we'll get into fat chicks later.
Yeah,
but-
fat shaming.
Yeah, fat shaming later. I'm not a fan of fat shaming, but I'm a fan of
Depends. Sometimes it's a nice thing to do.
in private.
Yeah.
In private, it can be pretty
You
nice.
haven't noticed. Being fat is bad.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
is bad.
You know?
Yeah,
So
so
it's nice to tell people they're fat and they shouldn't be fat.
yeah,
It's
and
like, you remember when the rapper DaBaby got canceled
no.
for saying that he hoped his fans didn't have AIDS? He was like at a concert saying,
did.
like, I hope y'all don't get AIDS tonight. And they were like, oh, he's homophobic. It's like,
What?
AIDS will kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very kind of him to say that he hopes they don't have AIDS. Hey, I hope you don't get AIDS. That's a really nice thing to say.
Yeah,
It's a
it is.
good friend.
It is.
I hope you don't get AIDS. I
Thank
would hope
you.
you hope that I don't get AIDS.
I really hope that you don't get AIDS. Are you homosexually active?
No, so
So
I
you won't
probably
get AIDS.
won't
You'll
get
get it,
AIDS.
man.
but I do use intravenous drugs. No, I'm just kidding. So no, we're not gonna get AIDS.
Okay,
but my
good.
point is, it's nice if you say to someone, "Oh, hope you don't get AIDS, man. See ya."
Yeah.
That's a nice.
I hope you don't break a
farewell.
leg.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, to say to this lady, like, "Hey, shut up, you fat hoe."
Yeah.
I'm taking
that,
this.
That would be good. Yeah.
I'm taking this girl out to the Halloween.
Yeah.
That
Well.
would be being nice to both of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I invited her. That you're right. You're right. But I don't think it would be socially acceptable. And it might kill my chances with a girl that I wanted to take to a Halloween thing. And it wasn't necessarily I wanted
True.
to take her out on a date. It was I wanted to take her as a friend.
Right.
But as a dude, you have to kind of play the role. As a dude who hasn't hung out with this girl in 4 years, I kind of had to play the role of a guy who's asking her out.
You didn't have to do anything, Lucas.
Well, later on, I DM'd her on
This is
Instagram
life.
and was like, "Hey, I can take you to the House of Torment. When are you off next?"
Nice.
And she said, "I'm only
I
off."
say I would like to take you to the House of Torment. I can.
Okay, you're right. I think, yeah, I did say I can. You're right, but
You can do anything. You have a car. Obviously, you could.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. But you're right. But and I can tell you what I said this time to get her to come out. But
Okay.
she said I only have one day off between
Hey,
now
oh
and
my God.
Halloween because she was working 60 hours a week, 2 jobs.
60 hours.
60
Damn.
hours a week, dude, as if she had like a kid to take care of, which she doesn't.
She might though soon after she's been hanging around you.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've never not used a condom before, and I don't plan on not using a condom until I'm
True.
married.
True.
Dude, I can't risk it, man. I don't
Alright.
like birth control.
Still, that doesn't mean you have to use a condom. Condoms are bad for your health.
Yeah, they probably are, but
Don't you think?
I feel like if I went raw once, I wouldn't be able to stop.
Still, you don't have to. There's other ways. You still don't have to impregnate.
I don't want to pull out because I enjoy completing inside too much. Plus, I produce a lot of pre-cum, a whole lot. And so even if I did
I don't
pull
think
out,
you can get pregnant from that.
you can, apparently.
I don't know. I googled it before.
There's like sperm in it, apparently, so you can. There's
Really?
just a lower chance, yeah. It's just not as concentrated or something.
I don't think so. Your battery's running low, Lucas.
It's fine.
Fuck, what are we going to do?
It's fine.
Can you turn off the screen? Will that help a little bit?
I can...
If you turn down the brightness all the way, will that...
I don't know why I didn't do this to begin with.
Yeah, you really should have.
But, yeah, maybe I'm stupid, but...
Well...
See, something...
Whatever, you know what? It doesn't matter. If it cuts off, we'll use the audio from the phone at that point.
Yeah. And
Who's
then
even
we'll...
gonna watch till the
And
end
then I'll
anyway?
plan better next time. How about
We'll do
that?
better next time. And this place is great, actually. This is really working
Yeah.
out.
We haven't
We're
been
down at the
bothered
mall.
even a bit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like,
so
people
this
were
bitch...
smoking weed over there. The people over there. I think I saw a guy drop a baby on the ground earlier. I didn't even mention it, but...
I think I saw a girl drop a baby, man.
Yeah.
I think I saw a girl just drop a baby on this side of the border.
Long story. So...
Well, this is a long girl, dude.
Okay, so you knew her
I met
4
her when
years
she was
ago. You see her
15.
now.
Dude, she
You
was
asked
so
her
hot
to
at
the-
15.
Okay, you asked her to the to a haunted house on
Yeah.
Halloween.
I did.
You get all drunk, all liquored up.
We don't
Or
go.
this was a different day. You told me you got drunk on Halloween.
I did.
But
Because
anyway, that's
I
another
didn't
story
hang
for
out with
another
her.
day. So, all right,
But-
so you messaged her on Instagram, and that's where the
She
story
said no.
continues.
Basically.
I
She
did
said,
not
I
say
have
that.
one day off between now and Halloween,
not
and
going
I'm
to help
spending
you
it
at the
I'm
haunted
spending
house.
it tutoring my Mexican friend in English. Because she knows Spanish. She taught herself Spanish over quarantine, and she's teaching her Mexican friend how to learn English. She's teaching him how to learn English, not to learn English, but how to. So I was
That's
like,
a big diss. Where you?
well, well, okay.
Did you?
And that's
what
what
were your
makes
feelings when you read that?
that's what makes last night so fucking awesome.
Okay, sure.
Is this time I didn't talk to her since then. I have
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Until the other day when I was telling my dad, I want to learn how to country western dance. And he was like, you should invite like a girl. And I'm like, I don't know any except for Savannah. And I feel like it might be weird because she has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
To go, like, it doesn't even matter that we'd just be friends. It'd still be kind of weird.
I think it'd be fine. She's much older than you.
I know, but still. She doesn't look much older than me. She looks my age.
Right.
She's 28, I think. But
We gotta stop talking about people we know, Lucas.
no, what? She's gonna come
We're
on
gonna get
here.
offended.
She's
and
gonna come on
fired.
here.
I mean, we're gonna get other people offended. We're gonna get fired. We're gonna become
No, we're
homeless
not.
in the streets. Next thing you know, we're gonna be living in this parking
No,
lot.
dude. This is our place of work is a gold mine, especially Savannah. She would be a gold mine if we brought her on here.
All right, we will. But this is our new.
She's a
place.
Jew, dude. I know that she has a lot of gold.
Excuse me?
She's a Jew. She has a lot
Are
of
you
gold.
sure?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I never
She's half Jew.
suspected that. I'd like to also discuss Kanye's comments too at a later date. But
Sure,
I feel
man.
the same way as about DaBaby. What he's saying was very nice.
No.
When he was saying
Did you
that,
listen to Kanye?
he was saying that the Jews are so powerful and run these
Oh
industries.
my God! Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a nice thing
That's
to
a good
say.
way of looking at it. That's
It's like-
a.
Oh, your guys are doing really well, and you're.
That is a good way of.
Oh,
looking
what a
at it, I
nice
guess.
guy! What a nice guy. Anyway, we'll talk about that on another day.
So I was like, the conversation with my dad moved on to like
You want to go
How-
dancing, or you want to learn to go?
it went from
do
wanting
the
to learn to go
honky-tonk,
dancing to
whatever.
me talking about how being attractive can either be a handicap or the biggest blessing in the world. Because attractive people, like my mom was attractive before she became old and gross and fat. And I mean, her being a whore takes away all of the attractiveness, but
We'll get into that too
She-
at a later date.
she used to
Oh,
be
boy.
attractive, and I feel like
Oh,
it did
boy.
nothing but bad
You
things
shouldn't
for
call
her.
your mother a whore.
She's a whore, though. She's a whore,
Okay.
dude. Or at
All
least
right,
she
I
was back in the day.
Can't argue with that. All right.
But
all right,
she
Lucas. What? The shit
went off.
It went off.
Yeah, turned off.
Lucas, you really dropped the ball here. Well,
I-
actually, my
I-
phone fucked up too.
I didn't know that the battery wasn't this good. But you know what we
We'll
can
be
do?
more prepared next time. It's
Yeah.
all right.
I can bring like a backup battery or something if I'm able to find one.
Yeah.
Let's.
Oh yeah. We'll get closer. Oh yeah. 'Cause I don't need this microphone anymore.
But yeah, so
All right. Let's just style out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
All right.
what I did, so
Cut some of that water, Lucas. Is that good water?
No.
In that thing?
this is not good water. This
Oh.
water has been in this bottle for over a year.
All right. Okay, we
So-
gotta get real close. All right, there we go.
I was talking to my dad, and we moved on to that.
What the
and then,
fuck is this? Is this from the glove or from
Oh,
my
it's
jacket?
because the chair is rotting. So,
All right, whatever.
I was like giving examples, so I was like, he was like, yeah, and I think it's almost always a negative. I'm like, I don't agree necessarily. Like, my ex-girlfriend was really hot, but her mom always told her that she was ugly, so it became like a good thing for her. Because she got all the benefits of being attractive without the self-esteem.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
And, you know, and I also brought up, like, a girl named Cecily that I knew in high school who was a cavalette, which is basically even higher than cheerleaders. She was very attractive, but she also was, like, an all-honors student and, like, gifted in and gifted in talented programs and shit. And she ended up, like, going to the University of fucking Chicago. And she's doing a bunch of shit over there, too.
Sound like a shithole.
Yeah, it is a shithole. Shithole. It's Chirac, dude.
Yeah, you ever been to Chicago?
No,
It's a bad place.
I don't want to go.
It's not a good place.
I don't know why she would go. I would be worried. If my daughter wanted to go to the University of Chicago, I would say, no, you're going to get raped. That's
They probably
immediately
gave
what
her.
I'd say. There's no way, man.
Well, you'd be a good father. I mean, yeah, you're
Yeah.
just a wise man, Lucas. But
Straight up telling her
they
how
probably
it is.
gave her a scholarship or some shit.
Almost definitely.
That's probably why.
She probably had a 5.0 grade point average.
Wow.
So, like, and I brought her up, and I brought Tessa up, and I was like, hey, she's working like 60 hours a week, or she was, and she was doing school last year. She isn't this year, but, you know, all that shit. And she, like, stopped smoking and stuff. So she worked out for her. And then he was like, hey, why don't you bring Tessa dancing? And I was
Your dad said this?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. He's like, you guys used to be friends. You could do it. And I'm like, that's actually a good point. I have nothing to lose, I guess. So I text her, I say, do you know how to dance? She says, no, why? And then I said, well, I also don't, and I want to learn how to, like, two-step and stuff. Or I said shit. I said two-step and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, I really want to learn how to country western dance. It seems so fun. And then I said, when's your next day off? I'll take you to the Broken Spoke and we can learn together. Or no, and I said, we will learn together. We'll learn together.
Wow.
Because, you know, that's how you be assertive and you get the bitches. you tell them what they're gonna do. You don't ask them what they want to do. You tell them what they're fucking gonna do. And she said,
Wow.
hell yes, please. And I was like, awesome. And she said, Wednesday's her day off. That was yesterday.
Right.
And I said, all right, I'll pick you up at 6:30. And she said, yes. And then and then the next day she was like, can you pick me up at the library? Because I'm teaching my friend how to learn English.
Right.
And as soon as it's over, you can pick me up at 6:30 and you can take me. So she potentially cut her lesson short
Wow.
for me.
Damn. This Mexican kid, he's probably deported right now.
Hopefully,
He
dude.
probably
Fuck
couldn't
that
speak
guy.
English. He got picked up afterwards. He couldn't
Dude,
speak English.
yeah.
He's now... Who knows where he
Fuck
is
that
now.
cholo, man. But yeah, we so I ended up taking her, and she actually, her work called her in and said, you have to come to work, and she said, you have to come to work tonight, we're short. And she was like, I have plans. And then they were like, oh, please. And then she was like, no. And then I took her anyway, because I took her, and she told her boss, no, I can't work for me.
Wow.
Because she wanted to
What
go
an
dancing
honor.
with me.
Wow.
So
What a beautiful story.
she wanted to go dancing with me.
All right.
We went dancing. We had lots of fun. And I was so fucking confident. And I was so different than I was in high school. And she seemed to actually enjoy my company.
Mm-hmm.
Which she didn't seem to enjoy my company in high school. So it seems like, and at first it was just a friend thing. I was like, this is just a friend thing. I don't really care if it goes anywhere because she's not going to be my trad wife. But then halfway through, or 3/4 through, we were dancing together, and I looked at her and I was like, I kind of really want to kiss those fucking lips, though.
And so, did you?
No, because I'm a gentleman.
What's that guy doing over there?
And it was a friend thing.
Oh, he's taking a picture.
And it was just a friend thing, so I'm not going to disrespect that kind of situation.
Right.
So we finish up. We talk a whole lot about a whole lot of stuff. You know, the instructor slaps her ass.
No.
Calls her a bitch.
No.
Calls us.
No.
No, she did.
No.
She did.
No.
She was a character, dude. She was the same one that was on Queer Eye.
And it was... So she was a dance instructor.
Mm-hmm.
And she slapped her ass and called her a bitch.
Yeah. Because, okay, so this is what happened. She called us
You
Barbie
should
and
sue her.
Ken.
Oh, wow.
Because apparently we were the pretty ones there.
Wow.
Because everybody else was old. I mean, they weren't all old. There were some 31-year-olds that didn't look 31, that looked pretty young, and attractive. And there were some Spanish people there, and you know how Spanish people are.
Spaniards?
Hot. Yeah,
Or
Spaniards.
Mexicans? Oh.
Spaniards. Yeah, they were pretty hot. But
They are beautiful.
yeah,
I've wanted to marry a Spaniard woman before with red hair.
is that a thing with red hair?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's if you didn't. Was this a real girl?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But, let's see.
You didn't get it?
No. Well, do I seem to be married right now?
That sucks, man. That's like a 1 in a million.
Yeah. Well, is it though? I don't know. I've never been to Spain.
It's a 1 in a billion.
I don't know. I've never been to Spain though. I don't know what people are like there.
Jesus. Red hair and a Spaniard.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
But
Maybe that's what it's like in Spain. I don't know. People seem to really like going to Spain.
well, these Spaniards were attractive. The guy was like 7-8 feet tall.
7 or 8 feet tall.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. He was so freakishly tall. And his wife was really attractive. And
He was 7 or 8 feet tall.
yeah, 7 or 8, man. And so she called us Barbie and Ken, like the fucking dolls. And I accidentally knocked over somebody's beer because they left it on a railing next to the dance floor. And
That happened to me when I was at the Broken Spoke. I knocked over someone's drink too.
They should have put him on the railings, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
It's annoying as hell.
But I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. And then the instructor was next to Tessa, and she was like, he's so cute, isn't he? And then
The instructor said that?
Yeah, and then she made a face at her as a joke. And then she said, you're a bitch. And then laughed. And so I was like, dude, she's got our back, man. She kept talking so much shit about women, the instructor. She talked, have you went to one of these classes before?
No.
She talked so much shit about women and kept complimenting men, going like, you're so good at this, and you women need to fucking stop. And whenever there's a problem, it's always a woman's fault. And she kept, at the beginning, she prefaced the whole thing with, I don't see color, I don't see gay, straight, I don't care. And then,
that's what normal people who are racist do say.
I know.
Or some sort of...
But what happened was
of
the one black
hateful.
girl there, she went up to her and said, look, you're doing it wrong, but in a good way. Look, it's people of color, they have so much rhythm. They have so much rhythm. And I know that you guys love to dance, but like, you know, this is not the kind of dance where you would be doing that. You just look like you don't know what you're doing. So you've got to let your man take the lead.
This is a real Texas lady.
Yeah. She just...
This is a real Texas type woman.
She smacked her ass a few times too. It didn't seem like she disliked her. It just seemed like she believed in the stereotypes of black people being good at dancing.
And it is a stereotype, or it's not?
I think it's a stereotype, yeah. I mean, does a stereotype have to be wrong to be a stereotype? I think stereotypes can be true.
Okay.
But I mean, black guys are better with girls than white guys. That's always true. Even if you're a fucking nerd and you're a black guy, you still get the girl.
True.
But yeah, dude, she I think she might like me.
Yeah, it sounds so. I mean, she went to the dancing class with you.
And she called herself red-pilled at one point.
And that's good or bad?
That's good. I love red-pilled girls.
Okay.
And I said, what does that mean? I said, what does that mean to her? Because I wanted to know what that meant to her.
Uh-huh.
You know? She said, I don't know, I just like the Matrix. But I think she might have been just covering for the fact that she maybe thought that I was not red-pilled and was nervous about...
And what does it mean to be red-pilled?
Not being...
It means you've left the Matrix or you're in the Matrix?
You're outside of the Matrix.
Oh, okay.
And she also used the word fag and dyke.
Okay, whoa,
while we were out.
Whoa.
She said, she was like, yeah, my grandmother got me a whole bag of flannels for my birthday. And I was like, did any of them fit? And she was like, yeah, they fit, but they don't fit my aesthetic. Like, they're kind of like fag flannels. And I said, is there such thing as a straight flannel? And
we're going to bleep that out.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we can't go to prison or whatever happens these days.
You can say that even on YouTube.
You can't say that in America.
You can.
You can't.
People do it all the time.
They'll shoot you.
You can even use the N-word on YouTube.
No.
I'm not even kidding.
No.
And I was like, I said to her, like, is there such thing as a not fag flannel? And she said, no. And then she said no, but
for
like,
a woman to wear a flannel?
She was completely fine with me using the word fag, even though I'm not even a little bit gay.
Well, why would she be offended, I guess?
She's bisexual. That's why she thinks it's okay for her to say fag, but she also thought it was okay for me to say fag. So, fag.
All right, I'm bleeping this all out, by the way.
She also said dyke. It was so sick.
Lucas. This is just the stuff I was telling you. We can't be...
We can bleep it out for sure, man.
All right, we'll bleep it out. You're right.
I mean,
matter.
if the other Sam watches this, she might be pissed. I warned her, you probably don't want to watch it. You'll hear me say things that you don't want to hear me say. I don't know if Sam would be.
I don't care about offending people. I care about being banned from YouTube.
We're not going to be banned from YouTube.
We're not going to offend people we know. They know us.
Sam might be offended.
No, she knows we're good guys.
Okay, that's true. That's true. But do good guys say fag?
Sure.
If they have to.
You say whatever you want. This is America.
So, yeah. So she might actually be red-pilled.
I think so. Yeah.
I might have to take her as my wife.
Yeah, I think you should. So how are you going to propose?
I'll get down on one knee.
Where at, though? Now you're going to get a ring.
The Broken Spoke.
Yeah?
Lake Travis High School.
At the high school, yeah.
Yeah.
In the auditorium.
Where it all began.
You should go in the auditorium.
We'll do it in the bus lot where I first laid eyes on her.
Okay, good call.
Me as a little 15-year-old boy sitting in the bus, looking out the window, seeing this pink-haired girl.
You should rent a bus and pull up in the bus.
Yeah, I should do that.
That's a good idea. But you're gonna have to get a ring.
I should do it outside Asher's house where we first spoke.
Yeah, how romantic.
How romantic.
Beautiful thought. But you're gonna have to get a ring.
Yeah, I guess.
So how are you gonna afford that? You're gonna have to put in a lot of hours fucking chopping down trees, whatever the fuck you're doing.
Chopping down trees, yeah, man. Yeah, I can afford a ring.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For how much? You gotta drop some money on that. You
yeah.
Get a shit one.
I can afford a pretty good ring.
Yeah.
But I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy a really good ring. I want to buy a decent ring. I'm not gonna propose now, dude. I'm not gonna propose for years.
Oh, for years?
Maybe a year or two.
If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it like right away. Do it next week.
Nah, dude, I'm not gonna do it because we haven't even gone on a date.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we gazed into each other's eyes.
You went on dancing. What is that?
I mean, it's a friend thing.
That's a date. You're going dancing at a dancing lesson?
That's what I was worried that she might think it was, because at the time I was like, I don't really want to go on a date. But now I kind of do want to go on a date. And I told her, we need to do that again. At the end of it, I said,
doesn't matter what you did or didn't. You already did.
Go on a date?
Yeah, you went to dancing class.
If she thinks it's a date, then... If she thinks that was a date, then I'll be fucking... all my work is done, man.
Yeah, your work is done.
Because I do great on first dates. And you know why?
Why?
Because I treat them as if I'm hanging out with a girl who's just my friend.
Right.
Except with a little bit more, romance.
Of course.
That's it. I do great on first dates, dude. Every time I've been on a date, a girl has wanted a second date.
Yeah?
Every single time. Not even once have I been on one date and then had the girl go like, I don't want a second date.
Yeah, me either, really. Most of the time.
How many first dates have you been on?
I don't know. Not too many, I guess.
So you said that your goal when you go on a first date is to have sex.
Yeah. But I also deleted Tinder.
I'm still on Tinder.
I'm keeping to myself now until I'm rich.
I don't know, man. That's kind of what I thought, because it
will get you into trouble when you're going on dates with these punk rock hoes.
Yeah. I'm not into punk rock hoes.
Yeah, that's all the girls I've gone on dates with recently, and it's not good.
I mean, they're really hot, but
yeah, you will have sex with them right away. But then it will lead to
the thing is
craziness.
Of course, I would want to have sex with them as soon as I laid eyes on them, but I would not want to have sex with them consciously. Like, my brain would be going like, my feelings would be going like, hey, you've got to fucking lay some pipe, dude. And my brain would be going like, no, don't. And then, because don't be such a fucking pussy, bitch. You can wait to have sex again for a while. You can wait till you have a girlfriend to have sex.
Well, yeah, you're right. I do understand, because I've kind of thought the same thing recently.
Yeah.
That you don't... Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Oh my god, these guys are Tokyo drifting over there. That was crazy. What is that?
A car.
They're about to... No, I mean, what's going on between those two cars? They're about to either fight or do a deal?
I don't know, man. Looks like one's leaving.
That guy just got out of the car and kicked something on the ground. What the fuck? That was pretty odd.
Oh, he fucked up his tire, potentially.
Oh, he's pulling back in closer. They are. Wait, what the fuck?
I don't know, man.
Whatever. If they start shooting at each other, we're piecing out of here.
Yeah. Well...
Anyway, yeah, I know. I do see what you're saying.
I would never...
Because it'll lead you into bad situations, believe me.
Yeah.
Bad situations you don't want to be involved in, and...
I am...
You want to get rich first.
Okay.
Up the level.
I'm not really about the rich. I mean, I'm fine with being rich. It's a good goal to have. But I read 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. I'm like, until I implement these things, I'm not going to try too hard to get a girlfriend. I'll try to... I mean, whenever I interact with girls, I'll try to be the best me.
Of course.
Because, I mean, I'm not going to waste an opportunity to get a girlfriend. But I'm not going to go out of my way to try and get one. Because I don't know, I feel like it's selfish to not be the best that you can be for a girl when because you would expect her to be the best that she can be for you.
Right.
So if you're not willing to put in the same effort, that's not cool, man. So that's kind of my mentality. So as soon as
So wise, I guess.
I'm just Jordan Peterson pilled.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
I love Jordan Peterson.
He's a good man.
He is, dude.
I think.
He cries.
Yeah.
I love crying happy tears. I cry happy tears pretty frequently.
For what sort of situations?
When I watch anime.
Cool.
Or when I hear Jordan Peterson tell a nice story. I cry with Jordan Peterson sometimes.
What a beautiful
But,
thing.
yeah, dude. So, yeah, sex is cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm a huge fan of it. In high school, I wanted to have it so
You
fucking
are
bad.
not?
I am.
Oh, yeah, of course.
In high school, I wanted to have it so bad.
That's called life, dog.
Wanting to have sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's life.
I mean, I still want to have it, but I mean, I still want to have it. But I mean, like, when I turned 17, I kind of was like, I want this too bad. That's why I don't get it.
True.
And then I stopped being such a fucking needy bitch. I stopped trying to have sex. I just decided to try and, you know, cultivate a relationship with my
It's very wise.
with a nice girl, which
Right.
turned out to be my ex-girlfriend Emma.
Right.
And then when I was 18, I was like, I met her on Bumble, and apparently she only gave me the chance because I was awkward and because my profile sucked. And she was like, a guy who has a shitty profile and is this awkward must be nice. And she gave me a chance, dude.
Wow.
And she
Makes
wasn't
sense.
a whore.
Wow. How nice.
And then
How
that
lucky.
it turned out to be a pretty great relationship, all things considered.
Uh-huh.
And so that this is why, and because like we had sex 164 times, 162 times over the course of 8 months.
You kept track?
I counted the condoms after the fact. After it was over, I counted the condoms.
You kept using condoms after you dated this girl for that long?
Yes, I never didn't use a condom.
Lucas, that's some dangerous behavior.
Not use, continue to use condoms. Dude, I don't want to fucking. The thing is, okay. So the only reason I was okay with having sex with her at all was because she said that she would never get an abortion if she had it. If she
That's why you
got pregnant.
were okay?
That's why I was okay, because she was like, I'd never get an abortion because I do want kids.
Okay.
And so because I don't. Politics aside, I personally don't like abortion, and
Yeah, but you think you could support a child right now?
I can. I mean, it would be extremely difficult, and I don't want to have to. That's why I used condoms, dude. That's
All
why I
right,
fucking
you
used
got me
condoms.
there. You
Yeah.
got me there.
So I was like, well, I mean, if we're going to do this, I'm going to have to use condoms. I'm comfortable with the risk of potentially having a kid. It's worth it for the sex, because sex is awesome. And so we just, you know, we kept having sex. We kept using condoms. We kept...
And you kept a tally or what?
Well,
In your phone?
I never wasted a condom. Or, I mean, I wasted 2 condoms, but I kept track of them.
You kept track of how many you bought.
Of how many I wasted, too. So I bought packs of 24 and packs of 36.
You crazy, Lucas.
And then after the fact, I remembered how many boxes I bought, and I used exactly... because the day before, or 2 days before we broke up, we used the last condom in a package, in a box. So
Wow.
I knew exactly how
What
many
a
condoms I
sad
had used.
tale.
Yeah. I actually bought condoms that day, too, that she broke up with me, too. So I still have those
What
condoms.
did you do? Oh, you threw them in the trash?
Nah, dude, I still have all of those condoms, because I was like, I've got to stock up, because I hate buying condoms. I hate talking to this fucking Middle Eastern dude at the CVS.
Why don't you just buy them somewhere else?
I don't want to buy condoms from more than one person. If I have to buy condoms, I want it to be the same guy every time. But
What if he wasn't working there one day when you went in?
I mean, I don't know, man. But yeah, so yeah, dude. So I was like, she doesn't.
Wow, yeah, I'm really learning a lot here, Lucas. You're teaching me about life.
At the end of our relationship, she basically said, like maybe a month after we broke up, she was like, yeah, I kind of really don't want to get back together because she was acting weird. When I picked up my stuff, she was really sweet and we hugged and stuff from her, when I picked up my stuff from her apartment.
Right.
And then later we had a conversation about something else and she acted really cold. And we had another one and she acted really cold again.
Oh,
And
no.
she changed her name on Discord to something else. And I was like, hey, I just wanted to make sure you're okay because you've been acting weird and because you changed your name. Just wanted to make sure everything's good. Because I was still concerned. You know, I didn't want her to fucking do something crazy.
Right.
So she was like, yeah, I'm actually really good and I kind of really don't ever want to get back together with you because I don't like you. And, you know, I also realized I really don't want to have kids. And if we had gotten pregnant, I would have gotten an abortion. And I was like, holy shit, that's a lot to you just fucking unloaded a whole planet's worth of bricks onto me all at once. So I was risking potentially my children being killed every time.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Out of 162 times, I almost killed a kid. In my mind. From my perspective. To be clear.
Wow, you're a ruthless killer.
I am, dude, apparently.
You're a bad person.
Apparently. I mean, she shouldn't have lied to me.
When you put it like that, you're a bad guy.
She shouldn't have lied to me.
You basically, yeah, could have been killing a child all this time and you didn't even care.
I did care. That's why
But you did it anyways.
I tried to make sure it wasn't going to happen, though. I tried.
Okay, you did try. You're right.
But yeah, so that's another reason why I don't have promiscuous sex, because I want to make sure a girl isn't going to accidentally get pregnant because maybe the condom doesn't work. Condoms don't work every once in a while.
What do you mean, it breaks?
Condoms aren't 100% apparently. Like, even some sperm can get through the condom. I don't know. Sometimes condoms break too. That's another thing.
Yeah.
One time she wanted me to stay inside of her after I had finished, and she was like, don't thrust or anything. I'm like, but if I keep doing that, then I can stay hard. And she was like, but don't. I just want to feel you inside of me. I'm like, all right, fine, dude, whatever. And so we sat there, and I went completely limp.
And the condom came off.
And I tried to, and then I was like, dude, I've got to pull out. And I pulled out, and then the condom stayed inside of her. In a situation like that,
that's why you don't
sperm
use
can
condoms.
easily get inside the girl.
Yeah. That's why you shouldn't use condoms. It's very reckless of you.
You know, the first time that she gave me a blowjob, I produced a lot. Of cum. So she thought I was done because I finished in her mouth because she wanted me to finish in her mouth. So I finished in her mouth, and she wanted. But she had thought that I had finished because she had given 2 other men blowjobs before me. So she had 2 previous boyfriends, and she had given both of them blowjobs at certain points. Not very many, but she decided to give me one, and she, based on her past experience of how long it takes a guy to finish coming, she thought that I was done like when I had barely even started. So I finish in her mouth, and she's like, "That was all," and she pulls her head off, but then it keeps going, and it gets all over her fucking hair. That day, she doesn't take a shower. We just crawl back into bed, and we fall asleep again. And then later that day, when she goes to work,
great story.
She brushes her hair, and she goes to work. She doesn't wash it. She leaves the cum in her hair.
Well, on purpose, or she forgot?
She forgot, and then she didn't wash it out for days after that.
What?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, but she had cum in her hair at work. My cum in her hair.
It's fucked up, man.
There was so much in her hair, man. And she had thought that I had produced a lot in her mouth. And there was even more on her hair.
I like that term. You're saying I produced a lot.
I did, man. I produce a lot in general. I take zinc supplements. You know, I pinned off COVID.
You never got all COVIDed out?
I did get COVID.
Me too.
I made burgers every day.
Hell yeah.
I had my ex-girlfriend there to take care of me, and I to take care of her. She had it first. I didn't get a cough.
What the fuck was that? I think I just saw a UFO or something.
Probably. Maybe a satellite.
What's going on over there? We're going to get out of here soon. Those people are about to throw down.
Yeah, we should probably fuck off, but... Yeah, do you have any good stories? Tell a story. Have I reminded you of any stories from your past?
I need to think of some stories for next time.
You're like 31.
You overwhelmed me. I got some great stories to tell you, honestly. I've got some really good stories. What do you want to hear about?
I don't know.
Maybe we should think about them for next time.
Came in your sister's hair.
Excuse me?
I was going to say
Lucas.
mom, and I was like, no, mom isn't the right word. Sister. And I said sister, and sister isn't the right word either. But you know how it goes.
I don't know if I want to tell these stories onto YouTube.
Do it. I'm spilling my heart out here, dude.
You are. I don't know. You produce so much.
I produce a lot during the ordeal, and then at the end as well. I would be a great sperm donor.
Maybe you should donate some sperm so you can buy us some nice microphones.
I would have to be enrolled in college.
Oh yeah, they don't want a high school dropout.
Yeah, they don't want.
No one want that sperm
because apparently that's representative of my genetics. I got straight A's in high school.
What if you took an IQ test though instead or something?
I don't think they would accept it. I took one once, but I don't think that they would accept it. And I should be able to just give them my grades from junior year and go like, hey, easily I could have graduated, and easily I could have gotten in a great school. So, I mean, I have the genetics that you're looking for. But they're not going to accept that.
Well, I guess we're losing out on all that money.
Why don't you donate sperm?
Someone told me they were doing it recently, and I considered it. But no, I couldn't do it. It's too fucked up.
Why?
To think you're having kids all around? Like,
I want to have a bunch of kids, man. Oh yeah,
I never thought about it like that.
I want to have so many kids, dude.
You're right, actually.
If
then
I
you're
could,
duplicating yourself around the earth.
I mean, when I was in high school...
What are the requirements?
I had an idea.
I should do this, actually.
An idea I had when I was maybe 17 is I could travel around the world donating sperm. Because in other countries, they pay really high rates for white sperm. Like white guy's sperm. Because in Brazil, they pretty much... Every woman pretty much wants a white dude's sperm. And the more white, the better. A lot. I don't remember what the rates were. But they import it from Europe and the United States. They import blue eyes, green eyes,
so you don't even have to go down
blonde hair, red hair. They want the whitest genes possible.
Let's go down the Brazilian sperm bank.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
And so, it's the same thing in Asia. They all want whiter kids. Like, it's something like 98% of Japanese people want their kids to have hair colors that aren't native to Japan.
In Japan. I'd like to have some Japanese children.
Yeah, so I was thinking I could just travel around the world.
In a few years, we can go back there and live there with our children for free.
Yeah. I was thinking that I could just travel around the world, paying for my travel with all of these massive amounts of cash that I would be making from donating my sperm to non-whites who want white children.
This is actually a good idea.
And
it actually really is.
Yeah, I mean, and I could just end up having a whole bunch of fucking children, and at the same time, I would be traveling around the world. And the other part of the idea was I would also be doing online reviews for brothels around the world. I don't want to do that part anymore. I also don't want to do the first part, but definitely not the second part.
The first part sounds pretty good to me.
Why doesn't the second part sound pretty good to you?
Well, it does sound alright, but it depends what, like... You don't want to get some weird diseases or something.
You got to go to the safe countries like New Zealand and Germany and the Netherlands, where they have like regulated brothels.
Right. I think it would still be kind of creepy.
Creepy to pay for sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
I don't like the idea of paying for sex.
But to be paid for your sperm, a ton of money to go there, that part doesn't bother me.
I want to go to New Zealand.
Yeah, of course.
Not for the prostitutes, but for the hiking. Because apparently it's one of the 3 best places for fall color. Only
about
behind,
it, too?
like, Patagonia,
Oh,
the
yeah,
United
I'd like to go
States.
there.
Only behind Patagonia in the United States.
Wow. Oh yeah, well maybe we'll take this podcast on the road once we start donating sperm to all the foreign countries.
I can't. It would require not spilling my seed elsewhere.
What do you mean?
They want you to not spill your seed unless you're there, so that you can save, so you can get backed up, so that you produce more for them.
Well, for how long? How much do they pay?
They do it
Could
like
be
once a
worth it.
week.
Yeah, but you do that for like a month or two? How much money are you gonna make?
I don't know. I think it's like works out to like $700, maybe it was $7,000 a year. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Oh.
700, 7,000. I don't remember. 7 was a number that was
I
used.
thought you were gonna say 7,000 a month.
In California, I
I know,
think
it's
it's
something
700 a month. Maybe that's what the number is. But it's you get
I
more
don't want
money
kids
over there.
around America, but down in Brazil or Japan.
You have to get to those places first.
Oh, I thought you were saying they import it.
They do, but they don't pay you those extreme rates.
Oh.
So if you want the rate, then you have to go
you
there.
still have to book the flight first.
Yeah.
You gotta pay out of pocket.
But yeah, I think like
Oh man.
I'm too addicted to nutting.
Yeah, but for cash and to go on a free trip
It's not worth
to
it.
Brazil.
It's not
You
worth
ever
it.
gone to Brazil?
No, I don't. I'm not really attracted to the women.
It doesn't matter. You
Why would I go to a place where I'm
go
not
to the
attracted to women?
rainforest, the Amazon. Ever
I
go to
don't
the
like
Amazon
mosquitoes.
rainforest?
I'm not really interested in the rainforest, man.
Ay,
As a plant
ay.
dude, as a plant guy, I'm more interested in temperate regions,
Right.
temperate and
So you
arid.
don't want to. So fuck those places. No point in me visiting.
Fuck those places. I mean, I want to go to Argentina, but everyone's white there anyway, so there's not really much value in spreading my white seed there.
Right.
But yeah, dude, I mean, like, yeah, I don't want to, like, when I went to Arkansas for a week, I was sharing a room with my brother, so the only place I could have jerked off was the bathroom. And so I thought, I could do that, or I could just see what happens if I don't jerk off for a week. Because the last time I did that was when I was participating in No Nut November in 2019. So,
And so what happened?
nothing happened.
Wow, what a shock.
I felt just fine. In the past, when I skipped a few days,
So
I
then
would
what's
be
the point?
going crazy. But I did a week and it was fine. When I got home and I rubbed one out, it was fine.
All right, so let's head down to Brazil then. Near Japan.
But the thing
Get
is,
rich.
if I want to jerk off, I want to be able to.
Right.
Or if I want to.
But for like a month or two, just to get some cash.
But what if I end up dating this girl, Tessa? What if I end up dating her? What if she ends up being my girlfriend, and then I have a cum
You
repository?
just lie to the sperm, the sperm place.
They're going to be able to tell based on my loads.
I wonder if there's some supplement you could take or something.
I mean,
If you just drink a ton of water. And
back when I watched porn, they advertised a lot of those supplements. I doubt any of them work.
Yeah, they probably don't work.
But they sell
You
like
should research it,
dick pills at the at like Dreamers. Have you been to Dreamers?
No. What is it?
It's a sex shop. It's the one I saw Dylan out of outside.
Oh, yeah.
When I
That was
confronted
a
him.
hilarious story.
Yeah. I don't believe that they were just parked there for like looking up directions.
Yeah,
or
why were they
whatever.
there?
Yeah, I don't
You're right.
believe
You never
it.
told us why he was there.
He said he was like parked there so they were looking up directions because they were on their way to Dallas or something. I doubt
Yeah,
it, dude.
you're right. He was lying too.
There's no way that he wasn't lying.
You guys were both lying.
There was an arcade right next door. He could have parked there.
Oh, you said you were at the arcade.
I parked at the arcade and I walked over to the sex shop.
Okay.
He was parked right in front of the sex shop
Oh.
with his girlfriend.
Okay, so he was lying. You weren't.
I was not lying
Wow.
at all. I was like, hey, I'm
Wow,
here.
I didn't know that.
I'm Christmas shopping.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember the story.
I bought a remote controlled vibrator
right,
for
right,
me
right.
and my girlfriend at the time's hiking trips.
Right.
And I bought bondage equipment.
What'd you buy?
Just straps that like wrapped around her bed.
Oh yeah.
And they were really fun. We only got to use them once because it was
Right.
a Valentine's Day present.
Uh huh.
and we broke up in March.
Wow.
So-
You think that had anything to do with it?
No, she was, dude. I think that was the best night of her life ever, in her, like, not just for sex, just for
definitely
anything
not.
ever.
Or she wouldn't have broke up with you.
Sex is not enough to sustain a
What,
healthy
why,
relationship.
you were acting wild? Why'd you break up with you then?
No, she was feeling guilty about not being honest with me, about not wanting to have kids, and at the same time was,
Lucas, you're caring too much about these unimportant things. You
that's
don't
a very
have a
important
kid.
thing. That's a very important thing.
It's
Dude,
not.
I need to find my wife so I can have a kid. That's the point.
But you never had a kid with her, so it's all for nothing. You were arguing over and breaking up over this hypothetical thing that isn't even real.
Fuck off, man. It's a reasonable thing. Because I was talking about wanting to have kids as soon as we get out of the city. And she was like, "Okay, well that's pretty soon then. I can't do that for you. I guess I need to
you
fuck
were
off."
saying you wanted to have tons of kids soon.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
God,
isn't
Lucas.
something I'm going to do when I'm like 45. Like fucking, what's his name? Michael Scott from The Office. He doesn't have kids until he's like 45 or 50 or something in that show.
That's a TV show.
I know it's a TV show. I don't want to be like him.
So there's a difference between being 50 and 20.
When did your ancestors have kids? Fucking 16.
I don't know.
16 years old. 18 years
Who
old.
knows?
27.
I don't know nothing about them.
They had kids really young.
Yeah, you're right. But this is now.
Yeah.
How old do you think you'll live to be? I think I'll live to be at least in my 200s or 300s.
I think I'm going to die at like 80, late 80s.
You might
early
die at
90s.
like 36 in prison.
I'm not going to be in prison. Dude,
You might be though.
if they make it illegal to say fat, I swear to God,
Then
I
you're gonna
will,
be locked up, dog.
I'll probably just kill myself. I'll probably just, or no, this is what I would be. This is what I would do. Never mind, I'm not allowed to say that online. I'm not. I can't
No,
say
that was some good comedy there, Lucas.
Dude, it's
All right, good stuff. So yeah, we gotta go soon. It's getting cold, but you want any stories for me, or should I just save
Tell a
some
story.
stories for next time?
Tell a story.
What type of story you want to hear?
A fun one. A heartfelt one.
Heartfelt one? No,
Tell me about your dog.
I don't have a dog.
Tell me about that kid that you killed.
I can't speak about that for 6 more years.
Oh my God. Is there a statute of limitations on murder?
I don't know.
My glove is coming apart. Sounded so pathetic and fucking gay.
Yeah, you really did. I wasn't gonna
sound-
say anything, but you really actually did. And just totally embarrassed yourself there.
I sound gay a lot.
I've never heard you sound like that. I thought you were joking.
I kind of was, but at the same time, the other day I said, "Oh, thank you," in front of, because I was thanking Andy for giving me a chair when I didn't even ask for one. He's just such a sweet guy, and I sounded so fucking gay. And in my head, I was like, yelling at myself, "Stop being such a faggot, Lucas. Stop being such a fucking faggot." And like, I realized I couldn't say that out loud, and that just made me even go like, "You're being a faggot by not saying it out loud too. You're going,
Wow.
you're just a faggot all around." That's what I told myself in my head, and I don't even like using that word. It's just,
You've used it quite a bit.
I've used it only a few times. I'm mostly saying fag. I don't use it in everyday conversation.
Why not?
It doesn't.
Because you get beaten up.
It's not a really useful
Inspired.
word, to be honest. I don't talk about gays that frequently. But yeah, I sound too feminine sometimes, and I need to sound more masculine. If I'm gonna be, I need to learn jujitsu.
I think we should go down the 10th planet.
Yeah, I mean, if the
No.
classes are like $1 billion or
They
whatever you said, like
That's why we gotta get rich. That's what I'm saying. We gotta like.
I mean, there's probably a cheaper one somewhere.
But they're all expensive. Like, there are cheaper ones than that. But
Yeah, I mean, I took Taekwondo lessons when I was a little boy. Nothing stuck, but he turned it into a jiu-jitsu gym as well. I think he's gone now, though, is the problem. And I don't remember how expensive they are, but my dad isn't rich and my mom isn't rich. So, like, my dad's
but they
a
have more money
handyman.
than us.
I don't think my dad was making more money than us at the time. Or my mom definitely wasn't. My mom was a dog walker, not even a real job.
So how you live in this rich neighborhood?
Well, my dad made a lot of money when we first moved here from Houston. And then he stopped making a lot of money. And then the company that he worked for, he sold phones. Like, he was a telecommunications salesman. He sold phone systems to businesses, and he would travel around the country doing that. And the business wasn't looking good, so he left, and he was like, I'm gonna find a job where I can spend time with my kids. So then he started flipping furniture. And then after he was done flipping furniture, he became a handyman.
Wow.
So that he
Sounds like a nice life.
Yeah, so he morphs his schedule around me and my brother, or at least he used to back when we were children. Or younger children. Good dad.
Nice.
But my mom was a fucking drug addict and a whore. And a dog walker.
Oh my God.
So that's how she made her money, sometimes.
Selling drugs?
Selling her body.
No.
Not even kidding. She sold her body on multiple occasions
Oh,
to the
no.
same dude.
That's terrible.
Yeah. It was fucked up,
Jeez,
dude.
Sorry, Lucas.
No, it's
I thought
fine,
you were
man.
joking earlier.
No, she's a whore, dude. She's a whore. I mean,
what drugs was she on?
Xanax. She was on Xanny bars.
She was geeked up off them bars.
Geeked up off them bars, yeah.
Hell yeah.
She,
Well, I'm sorry to joke about that.
no, dude,
It's
joke
terrible.
about it all you
Thank
want,
God.
man. I'm not a fucking pussy-ass bitch, bro. I'll joke about it.
All right, great.
Like-
Because I did want to joke about it.
If I was gay, I would want people calling me fat. That's the kind of guy I am.
Wow. What a
Like-
badass.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding, dude. If I was a black dude, I would want every white person to call me the N-word.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. I would want people to do that for me. Like, that sounds like I'm just that kind of guy.
Wow. You're just so cool. Such a cool guy, Lucas.
I don't know if that's cool. But yeah, dude, everything is open for making jokes about it. Like, if you get
You're right.
fucking, if you're a
You're
pussy
absolutely
about jokes just because they get too personal, then you're not a man.
Wow.
Like, Jordan
So true.
Peterson in 12 Rules for Life, he tells a story about this guy named Lunch Bucket.
That's his name?
Yeah, he like worked on an oil rig or something for a while, and he got called Howdy Doody because he looks nothing like Howdy Doody, which is a doll that looks kind of gross, like a gross ventriloquist doll.
So it's a doll, and he looks nothing like that doll.
That's why they called
So
him
they call
Howdy Doody. They gave everybody a nickname on the site, or I guess it was a railroad site actually. They were like building a railroad or something.
When was this?
A long time ago. He's like 50 something. So he's like, this is like 30 years ago or something. I don't know. Up in like Alberta. And there was this guy who came in, and they called him Lunch Bucket because his lunch bucket was way too expensive. So they were like, look at this guy with his fancy lunch bucket.
Fancy-ass lunch bucket.
We're gonna call him
Fucking
Lunch Bucket.
Bitch-ass motherfucker.
And that's how they tested people, was like, if you can take a joke, if you can be called Howdy Doody and be fine with it, then you're cool. But if you get called Lunch Bucket and you get pissed, then you suck ass. And so
Makes sense to me.
he didn't like being called Lunch Bucket, and so they made fun of him, they threw rocks at him, they like bullied him, and then he left after like 3 days. And dude, that's how it is,
yeah.
dude. If you're a pussy ass bitch who can't be called Lunch Bucket, then you suck. You're not a man. You don't belong in the job site. There's no crying in baseball. Rub some dirt on it.
Bravo. Wow, you're getting fired up right now, Lucas.
Yeah, dude. Men are fucking pussies these days. Oh, don't call me a fag.
You're absolutely right, though. You are right, because earlier when you were asking me, like, what are my hot takes on things or something, after you were saying all this crazy shit at work, and you're like, I was thinking, like, damn, I don't know. Like, I've just censored myself over the years as people have been more so offended by things I've said over time.
Yeah.
I've started just not even saying things to not fucking get in arguments with people all the time.
Yeah.
It is bullshit.
That's why I was in high school.
Fucking bullshit.
And it ended up making...
You're right.
Like, the friends that I made weren't real friends because as soon as, like, I got close enough to them to actually open up about things, they completely rejected me in 9th grade, at least.
You're right.
And so, like, the friends that
I've
you make
noticed
by
this
being
happening,
fake,
yeah.
they aren't real friends.
Yeah.
And I think that that's why women don't have many friends, or any friends, most of the
Yeah.
time. Women don't really make friends, unless they're boyfriends.
Yeah, you're right.
Am I right about that?
Not all the time, but...
I've never witnessed a real
that is
friendship
kind of
between
a-
women.
Never?
Never, not even once.
I would definitely not say that, but...
Name
I think
one.
there is a trend of... Name one!
Name one.
Like people I know you don't know?
Is there a friendship? Is there a real friendship that isn't just political or like business between two women?
You're right, though. Actually, because... My last girlfriend, like, before I left Boston... Her friends were all, like... hated each other secretly.
Yeah.
And we're all, like, really bad influences on each other.
Yeah. That's like most friendships between girls. I mean, sometimes it's not as toxic as that. Most of the time, it's just, I'm not going to speak my mind around this girl. I'm not going to tell her what I actually think. I'm going to lie to her to make her feel better.
Yeah.
And like, one thing my dad's girlfriend
And
told
I
me-
hated them, too.
Yeah.
All those bitches.
Dude, I mean, with my ex-girlfriend, it was the same thing. She would talk about her friends, and I'm like, but you lied to her about this, you lied to her about that, you didn't tell her this, you don't actually like her. Why are you
But
friends
it's
with
not
her?
like that with real people.
We're real friends.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I went, I was in Florida the other week.
Didn't know that.
Well, I was in Florida the other week. I went to see my ex-girlfriend from when I was in college. Who's, like, rich now and stuff. Why is that funny?
I don't know, man.
But she's fucking rich. She's just a great person. Maybe I'll get married to her one day, Lucas.
Did you bang her?
Of course.
Nice.
I think I was going to Florida.
Nice, dude.
Lucas, you're so immature.
Is she hot?
Yeah, she's rich, hot, beautiful, smart.
Beautiful and hot, dude.
Yeah, smart. That's what I'm thinking. I might fucking...
Go
if I was
marry
ever
her.
to get married, it would be to her.
Go do it.
But she had real friends, I think. Like, I saw her friends down there. They seemed like real friends.
If she made a real mistake
But she's
in
a
her
real
life,
one,
if she made a real mistake in her life, like, for example, my dad's girlfriend told me a story about her friend her friend, who's a dude, married a girl. And a few years in, became like a cross-dresser and then started wanting to go by she pronouns and basically became transgender.
Your dad's friend?
My dad's girlfriend's friend.
Okay.
After he had already been married to this girl. And this girl now wants a divorce because she doesn't want to be married to a girl.
Right.
She's a straight woman.
Right.
And then the dude or girl, whatever, the trans individual, the cross-dresser, whatever you want to call it, came to that thing's friend, being
Came to that thing's friend?
yeah, being my dad's girlfriend,
Okay.
who was friends with this person.
Right.
And was like, isn't she being ridiculous? Like, there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. And she was like, no, look, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, but, you made a commitment to marry her the way that you were, and you aren't the way that you were anymore. You weren't completely honest open at the beginning of it. You basically lied to her.
Right.
And so, yeah, she has every right to divorce you. I mean, I'll support you with what you're
It's
doing.
ridiculous that she wants to divorce me.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah. And so she was, but like she ended it with, I'll support you in what you're doing, but if you're going to ask me
you gotta be living in
yeah.
the world today.
If you ask me my opinion, I'm going to tell you the truth. I support you in what you're doing. I'll call you whatever you want to be called. I'll be respectful to you. But, you know, if you ask me my opinion, I'm going to be honest. And he never talked to her ever again. So,
Oh my God.
that's the way girl relationships are. If one
Wow,
girl
you're
tells
right.
the truth, the other one abandons her.
Right. Wow.
So if that girl told her friends
that's
the
not
truth,
always the case, though.
I hope not.
Nothing is always the case with life.
I really
This is
hope.
life.
Yeah, no, I'd imagine that there are a few real friendships between girls, but
Yeah.
the thing is, like, me and my friend Asher, we would never do that. You know, we tell each other the entire truth. We never
Right,
play
right.
games with each other. If he says something that comes off as really fucked up, but I automatically know what he actually meant to say, and he doesn't need to apologize. He doesn't need to
Right.
correct himself.
Right, of course.
It's completely fine.
Of course.
I don't feel any anxiety going like, but what if he meant it?
Right.
You know?
Well, yeah, of
That's a
course.
real
That is a
friendship.
difference between men and women.
That's a real friendship,
That's
though.
not right.
I mean, I feel like a real friendship between women would be the same way. Because otherwise,
Well,
what's
I
a
think it
friendship?
is. It's just maybe it is harder for them to find a real friendship because of
Apparently.
like the way society is and stuff.
I think it's more about bonding. Because the way men bond with anybody is through a release of, I forgot what hormone it was, but it's a hormone that gets released when you solve problems as a man. If you solve problems with another man or with another person in general, you bond to that person emotionally.
DMT.
Yeah, DMT, that's it. But the way women bond is through dopamine. So when a woman tells another woman, you're right, you're valid in everything, that person gets dopamine. So they bond to that person. But they're bonding to them through lies. They're bonding through them through unhealthy means.
You're right, and I have noticed that recently. That's something that you have to do at work.
You have to bond to people
No,
through
when certain people at work are telling you to do stuff and stuff, you just say, yeah, you're so right.
I don't do that.
That's what I do. That's how I got fucking a promotion and stuff. I just tell people,
You got a promotion?
You're so right. Well, I'm at the area I'm in now.
What's your job title?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I just got slightly raised.
Oh, a raise. Okay.
Yeah, a raise.
Okay.
Not a promotion, I guess, a raise.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But
Well,
you just gotta say.
I get raises.
People say,
too.
"What do you think about this?" It's great. You're so right about this. You're so right.
I've argued with before.
No, you just tell it.
I've argued with a person at work before
Yeah.
that is above me
So
in the
instead,
hierarchy.
just tell them
No.
you're so right,
No, because what I bring to the table.
and then just keep doing what you're doing.
The reason why I've been given the opportunities that I've been given at work, I think, is because I say no sometimes. I think it's because I say,
True.
I don't agree with that opinion. I think it would be better if we did it this way.
You're right. That is true of me too, because that's the way I got shit to be better in the area
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Because they're doing it one way, and I was like, this is not working.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta know when to just say, you're so right.
There is one
And then
boss.
you gotta
She left.
have some class, I guess.
I'm not going to have class. See,
Clearly.
she talks down to me like I'm a fucking retard. I also don't use that word very frequently, but I did just now because it fit.
I believe in using it still.
I do too.
But
really
again,
like
it's
that
something
word.
I've started to not say. Because one time, when I was in Chicago, like I was telling you, I dated a lot of these punk rock type of hoes who they're also often into social justice warrior type shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like you were saying earlier, how you gotta, like, if you actually express yourself around them, they don't like you that much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this was high stakes. It's this girl. See, I don't want to tell these stories, but
Tell the story.
No one will. It's an hour. We've been doing this a while. No one will listen to this story. No one will watch this final video. All right, so I was hooking up with this girl, and then she tells me that she's in an open relationship with another girl, and I can start seeing them both together,
That's awesome.
which is of course a dream come
That is-
true.
that is great. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Even I think that's great. Dude.
Yeah. So it was a great thing. I was like, oh, I've really come up in life.
Yeah.
So after that, after the first time that happened, I was like, telling my friend, like, we gotta take me to church. On the next Sunday, I was like, we gotta go thank God for the blessings we've been given. Take me to church. And we went to fucking church. It was hilarious, dude.
That is
It was
amazing.
hilarious. It was amazing. It really was.
Did you
but
say retard and ruin it all?
it didn't ruin it all, but it almost did. I said retarded in front of them, and they really didn't like it. They were like, "Don't, what? You can't say that." But it was like, due to the situation, I was like, "You're so right. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Well, I don't know what I was thinking."
I did that to my ex-girlfriend once on our second.
But secretly,
Yeah.
but then I thought about it later. It was just due to the situation. I obviously didn't want to fuck up that situation.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
But
you should fuck up that situation.
yeah,
dude.
so it was fine. But later I was thinking, like, damn, I should not. I don't think it's offensive to say that word,
It's not.
and it's funny a lot of times,
Yeah,
and it's a good word to say.
it works.
So I shouldn't like. But in that situation, I was like, fuck it. I'm not gonna argue
Yeah.
and ruin the situation.
I think even if I was in that
So-
situation, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think if I was offered that situation, I would break my code of celibacy until girlfriend.
Yeah, obviously.
Even me.
Obviously you would, Lucas.
But-
Obviously, come on. It was a blessing upon me. Oh, I told my friend we're going to church.
Yeah, I used to be a pathetic loser too, man. I used to be a pathetic piece of shit as well.
Two? What are
Just like
saying,
you,
two?
man.
What-
Just like you.
What do you mean, just like me?
Me and my ex-girlfriend on our second
You
date.
saying because I was dating these?
No, because
Freakos?
I'm just joking. But it's about it's because you were like, oh yeah, it's offensive. I'm so sorry. I did
Because
the same
in
thing.
other situations I wouldn't do that, but
right.
in that situation,
Yeah.
like you said, you would have too.
Yeah, I would have.
But
too.
you're right. There have been other situations where I've like censored myself in conversation
Mhm.
against my own beliefs.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes you.
I do
don't
that
know. I
with
feel
words at
conflicted
work.
about it.
I
Because
don't use
you
slurs
don't
at work.
because
but-
at work you don't want to get fired.
Right.
That's different. But also it's like you don't want to be arguing with people all the time.
yeah.
That's part of it too. And like also I don't want to hurt. You don't want to spread negativity.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think it really comes down to. Like, I don't agree that people should be offended by these things, but it's like, why say something in front of someone that's going to offend them? They're gonna argue with you. They're gonna yell at you, be mean to you. They're gonna be angry.
It's not even worth the
It's
argument.
gonna upset. Like, it's
Because
just
they're
not
never gonna
worth
change
the
their mind.
negativity.
They
'Cause
build their
we're
whole
right and they're
yeah.
wrong.
We're right and they're wrong. dude.
Censorship is always wrong. Like,
Yeah.
in telling people how to act and what to say, it's like it's always wrong.
Yeah.
It's always viewed wrong in the future. Like,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Look at Hitler.
What do you mean?
He told people what to say.
Exactly.
Look at the redcoats.
Exactly, Lucas.
Told people what to say. Hitler and the redcoats are on the same moral level. That's just a joke, but you know.
It's not that funny.
I know. Not everything can be gold, man. Not everything.
You're
can
right.
be
You have
funny.
had some good jokes and stuff. You gave me some good laughs. today.
Sometimes something good comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, I liked when you said.
Sometimes something good comes in my mouth.
You had some good jokes earlier. I can't remember what they were. Oh yeah, you said you were gonna kill yourself if you could use certain phrases.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. But yeah. But yeah.
All right. Do we have anything else to discuss?
Were we talking about? Oh yeah, it was
Were we in the middle of the story that we dropped?
retarded. Oh, to her in response is,
You're gonna go through and edit this shit.
yeah, I can.
And how are we gonna watch? We're gonna have to watch for an hour, 2 hours, and
Yeah,
fucking
easy.
and make sure we don't miss any.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's just boring.
It's easy though. I've edited longer videos.
All right, you'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she talks to me like I'm retarded. So what I do in response to her is I talk about things that are obviously way over her heads. Like,
That's smart.
one
That's
time
smart.
I was on like this big like quantum physics kick. So I started talking to her about quantum physics. I somehow related plants to quantum physics, and was like, yeah, it's kind of like this concept, and you know, like these details and shit. And she was like, I don't know what any of that means. And I said, no, it's easy. It's just like this. And she was like, I don't get it. I'm like, that's fine. That's not important. And I made her feel like an idiot. And I do that often. Like, I talk way
Well,
over
you
her
shouldn't
head.
do that.
I should. Because
She'll
she's a
eventually
bitch.
fire you.
She's a bitch.
Well,
She thinks I'm stupid.
Who cares?
She can't fire me because I'm smarter than her.
No, but she can start to dislike you and then find a reason to fire you.
Well, good for her, man. The other bosses love me, so
Yeah, but it's up to her.
it's not necessarily. Because all of the other bosses, including the other big bosses, they all really
Still,
like
why
me.
do you care? You're obviously much smarter than her.
It's fun.
Why would you care if she thinks you're not?
I don't care that she thinks I'm not. I think it's fun fucking with people who are bitches.
Okay, yeah. You're right, actually. It's fun fucking with people who are bitches.
Yeah, I like fucking with bitches, dude.
That's
I love
wise
fucking
words.
bitches, fucking
That's
with
why-
bitches,
That could be a good shirt.
fucking with bitches.
I love fucking
with
bitches and I love fucking with bitches.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
Alright, you know what? You've proven me wrong. You're absolutely right. I cannot argue with what you're saying.
yeah, I mean, yeah. We could, like, dude, we could put her in the ground intellectually. Easily.
Yeah, but we don't need to discuss this.
She thinks that having kids is immoral. And
Immoral?
She has. Immoral, yeah.
She has multiple.
I know. That's why it's weird.
It's really stupid. Weird. You should try to get her to bring that up in front of her child
Yeah.
and see what how they feel about it.
Yeah.
That is an odd thing to say.
Yeah. She brought it up in the middle of, like, one of our meetings with a bunch of people around, a bunch of employees around. And then a bunch of other people were like, yeah, I agree. And I was just sitting there like, what the fuck? Why didn't you just bring this up? Apparently she's writing a book about it.
No.
Yeah, she's writing a book about it with her boyfriend, husband, whatever he is.
How it's bad to have children.
Yes.
They're writing a book
Yes.
about...
She thinks that only 1 in 10 people should have kids.
That's so stupid. It's such a stupid thing to care about, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't control other people.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
It's not really correct. Like, it's
stupid.
it's out of your control and stupid.
Yeah.
So it's
Maybe she's just writing it to try and convince people, persuade people to not have
that's
kids.
just such a waste of your time.
It is a waste of...
It's such a
time.
waste of time to put that much time into writing a book about such a topic.
She could focus on running one of her, like, 10,000 businesses that she has.
You know, Elon has said the opposite.
Yeah.
I'd like to discuss your opinions on Elon Musk, too, at some point, because
Me
everyone
and Tessa
hates him.
talked about Elon
Everyone
Musk
hates
last
him
night.
for some reason. But I don't understand why. I think he's a
He
good
crashed
guy.
Bitcoin.
Oh.
That's why I don't like him.
Well, anyway, I did want to ask your opinion on if you think I should sell my Tesla stock. Because it seems like everyone's hating on Elon, and the stock's gone way down. It's about to go down to the point where I'd be losing money.
I think you should buy more.
No, if I'm going to buy more, I'm going to wait longer and see if it goes even lower.
Well, as soon as you think that it's not going to go any lower, then I'd buy more.
I think it could go a lot lower.
Because I think
Because it was so based on hype. Now that everyone has started to hate Elon, like, it could go way lower.
it was based on merit too. I think most of it was based on merit because
I don't know.
Tesla is like Tesla and like electric cars in general. Teslas are the best electric cars by far.
And their batteries are the best batteries,
Yeah.
like, by far. Not the batteries
And-
just in the cars, but those huge batteries they make,
like their giga whatever's.
yeah.
Their giga plants or
They're like
whatever.
1,000,000 fucking times better than others' batteries.
Yeah, and they are also like they're also like moving into other kind of electric markets that don't exist yet.
Yeah, I think their robot will be huge.
Yeah, so like they're also
But still, I could sell the stock
yeah, their cars aren't that
and buy
expensive
more in
either,
like a year.
in
It's
comparison.
cheaper.
Yeah, so
So
I
I
would
could have
say
the money now.
I would say because based on its merit, the company should be worth an insane amount,
Yeah.
and it should only
It
be
is.
continuing to grow in value.
But it goes way up and down is the thing. Like, it goes drastically up and down. And
Yeah.
It's extremely volatile.
Because Elon is a fucking insane man.
Yeah.
But
But I think he's a great man, honestly.
I mean, he's better than any other billionaire, but I still don't like him.
He cares about, like, the climate and stuff. he cares about addressing.
I'm not sure if that's true because
I
the
think it
production
is.
of lithium-ion batteries is extremely bad for the environment, and the impact that electric cars make is extremely small. If he was using that to
it'll
fuel
only get
other
better.
endeavors, like I really like SpaceX. I really like
Yeah.
him wanting to go to Mars. Like that is amazing. But at the same time, it's like, I don't like that he crashed Bitcoin. I can't forgive him for that, man, unless he admits it and then says that he's sorry to me.
It was when they
personally.
stopped accepting Bitcoin that it went down.
They started accepting it, and then they
Yeah.
stopped accepting
Yeah.
it. And I think it was him buying Bitcoin, making it go up, and then him selling Bitcoin, making it go back down. I think he was just trying to make money off of
I
his
should have done
fame.
that. I didn't have much Bitcoin, but I had a lot of Ethereum. Well, I still have it. But
I
it's
sold my Ethereum, but I still have a lot of Bitcoin.
how much?
It used to be worth $20,000. Now it's worth way less.
How much?
I'm not even looking at it anymore. I don't want to look at it, dude, until it goes back up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the Ethereum I had was worth like 15K. And now it's worth like, it's worth like
a small
3
fraction of that,
or
yeah.
something. It sucks.
But yeah, dude, he like lithium-ion batteries are really bad for the environment.
But are they bad for the
electric cars aren't
environment, or
worth
they're
it.
just bad where they're being mined
Bad where they're being mined, and also bad for the environment.
to dispose of?
To dispose of, to produce, like
Really?
manufacturing, and also disposal, and also it's not sustainable.
But you don't think it will get better over time, and not
the way
won't
that
be
they
case?
mine it is really bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can solve the other problems, but the way that they mine it is horrible.
Right.
So I think that energy for like fixing the environment is better placed anywhere else, because I don't feel like removing deserts.
But what about their solar panels and the batteries?
Solar panels are sick. Batteries are sick, but I feel like putting them in cars is a waste.
Right. But I'm saying, if you think of it just as the solar panels and the batteries,
Yeah,
that
I
they
mean,
have
if
with
it comes
like that's a good thing.
yeah, the only thing is
They're
I feel
trying,
like
at least they're trying.
Yeah.
Other billionaires are just doing
no,
nothing.
yeah, he's better than other billionaires for sure. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if putting batteries in cars is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
And unless, I mean, from an environment perspective,
Right.
it's stupid.
Right.
From a personal perspective of like, you don't want to pay for gas, and you also, want a quiet car that accelerates fast and is just awesome in every single way, then it's amazing, and I really want a Tesla for those reasons. But I don't want it for environmental reasons.
Right.
But yeah, he's I don't know, man. I think he's right about having kids though. We need to populate Mars
They
somehow.
did them. Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I should just sell my Tesla stock, have the money now, and I can buy more in like a year, and it'll probably be cheaper, even cheaper then.
I don't know. I guess that'd be up to you. If you think it's going to keep going down, then there's no harm in selling. I mean, because you have to pay taxes on what. I guess unless you didn't gain that much, then you don't have to pay taxes. But
Yeah, I wouldn't have to, because it's like I'm gonna sell for what I bought it for.
so yeah, I guess you wouldn't have to pay taxes. But then like, whenever you buy it again, it would just be if you think it's going to keep going down, and you think that you're going to be able to keep an eye on it when it starts to go back up, then yeah. But yeah, it should be worth way more, and it should be I don't know anything about anything,
Right.
but I know that it's all political. The reason why it's going down.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
So
I might
it's
just
not based
sell
on
it,
the merit.
and like that will happen until they make some really big new product or something, which could be a year or two.
Like Elon's like X app or whatever, or they launch another
Whatever.
car into space. Or
Yeah.
Elon tweets another meme.
Exactly. So I might do it. Just have money now, so I can fucking go on down to Florida or whatever I need to do. Fucking buy some new microphones, something. Buy some
Something I feel
steaks.
like everybody. Steak is good.
Yeah.
Something I feel like everybody should remind themselves every day of is virginity.
What do you mean?
People who aren't virgins should remind themselves, because this is a few weeks ago I was feeling really depressed, and I was like, why? What is
Should take
wrong?
mushrooms for that.
No.
It cures depression, I'm telling you.
It gives me headaches, and it doesn't really do that for me personally.
How much of what does?
Well, because I know what's causing the depression. So and it's not like clinical or something. It's like environmental and like mental. So
That's mushrooms is the cure for that.
I don't know,
Just
man.
take like 0.1.
I have to just fix my life. That's what I need to do to fix it, and that's what I've been doing, and I've been
You're
feeling
right.
better because of
Me
it.
too.
So
Me too.
like
Me too. That's why we're doing this, and we're doing
yeah,
running, yoga,
yeah,
all
man.
sorts of things.
Lifting weights.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking be rich, whether it's in the mind or
In the body
in the body
or in the penis.
in the penis.
Yeah, but
We're already rich in all these ways. Let's be honest.
yeah,
So whether we can transfer that over to being rich in the wallet,
yeah.
we
I think it's possible.
time shall tell.
But-
But also being rich, I don't mean being super rich, just being more rich than right now.
Right.
Which is poor.
I'm not poor.
Being not poor. Well, I am.
I would say, like, my point is, the other day I was depressed and I was thinking, like, why am I such a fucking loser? And I thought, I'm not actually a loser. And I started thinking about all the
True.
great things. I'm like, I'm 6 feet tall.
Not anything that you did.
Right,
That's
but it
not an
means
accomplishment.
it means that I'm ahead in life. I have tall privilege. I'm white.
Okay.
I live in the United States. I guess white only matters if you're in the United States. But
Again, these are not. I thought you were going to start listing off your accomplishments in life.
No,
the great
I'll get
things
to
you've
those.
done.
I'll get to
Okay.
those things.
Okay.
you know, these are just things that these are just like,
This is the starting points.
yeah, this is just like what I get to start the game at, you know?
Right.
I'm well educated, at least. I mean, I went to school. I know how to read. I
Didn't graduate exactly. So
I'm not
you're
retarded, or at least not very retarded. Not
Maybe only
debilitatingly retarded.
You're half.
I'm half retarded potentially.
Yeah, you're a quarter.
I'm a little
only
bit
about
retarded.
A quarter. I'm a quarter, maybe a third.
I'm not gay. That's a good thing. I mean, it's not necessarily good, but I mean, I feel like it's good for me because I feel like my lifestyle would be very different if I was gay. Sex would be too accessible. And I'm not a virgin. That's the big thing. I thought, what the fuck? When I was in high school, I thought I was a loser purely because I was a virgin. And now that I'm not, I still think I'm a loser. Well, I don't have any reason to think I'm a loser anymore because I'm not a virgin anymore. That was the one thing holding me back. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
That was the one thing?
That was the one thing. I don't get anxious around girls anymore. I'm actually extremely good with them on first dates and in person. But I'm just not good at texting, which, I mean, I don't need to be. That's just cope, but...
Texting is hard. I don't like texting either.
It's
With
bullshit.
anyone. A lot of times recently when people text me, I just call them. It fucking pisses me off. Don't text me.
I prefer calls, man.
Yeah, don't fucking text me.
That's what I say to girls these days. It's like, if she's texting me too much, I say, call me.
Yeah.
And then she
me.
calls me and it works out. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is way better.
Totally, I agree.
And I get them on dates better, easily. More easily. Which... Dude, first dates are so, like, another coworker of ours talked about how first dates suck. And I was like, you're going out with the wrong dudes? I think she might have thought that I was coming on to her.
You're going out with the wrong dudes, huh?
You're going
I should have said it like that.
You're going out with the
Going
wrong
out with
dudes.
the wrong dude.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going off you're going out with the wrong dudes. And she was like, yeah, probably. I'm like, the first date should be the best date and should all be downhill from there. Which is, I mean, that's also not true, but it was funny to say. She thought it was funny.
The last first date I went on, I'll tell you this story.
Tell it.
With
Queen.
another freako. All fucking tatted
Freako?
up. A freako.
Freako, okay.
Yeah, this was not a normal person. And this girl was a school teacher. So at first I thought she was normal. And then she's a third grade teacher. And then I realized she's doing cocaine. Got tattoos everywhere that she's done herself.
That is...
When I fucking met her at a tequila bar.
What's her race? That's hot. That's really hot, dude.
That's you racist as hell, man.
Hey,
You
man.
racist.
Just, I mean, okay. All races are capable of being hot. Very capable. Easily capable. But some races, for some reason, almost every single one of them is hot. And other races, some of them let
You're right.
more,
She
a
was,
big, larger
it was driving me
percentage.
crazy.
Yeah.
This chick was.
Larger percentage of them just let themselves
It became
go.
clear to me that she was insane.
Yeah.
Doing drugs, addicted to drugs, pretty much. Liquor, drugs. I said, nah, fuck it. No big deal. But anyway, when I first met this girl at a tequila bar.
Yeah.
I walked up and knocked over her drink. Like, as I was walking up to the table. So, like, I recognized her. Like, oh, there she is. I walk up, and my hand just hits her drink. Fucking knocks it over. And it, like, falls and, like, hits something and falls on me. And, like, spills tequila all over me. And it was, like, the worst entrance I could have possibly made. And for a split second, I'm thinking, like, I should just turn around and leave. Like, this couldn't have started more badly. I should just leave. This is terribly embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I just said, fuck it.
That's how you do it, man.
And it was still, you know,
Dude.
very successful.
That is how you become successful.
Exactly.
Just
I said,
stick
you know
around.
what? Fuck it.
And
Just-
were you successful?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
It all worked out. It was totally...
That's master cocksmanship.
Yeah, exactly. Because then it's like, once you've overcome that, that's how it starts out. It couldn't go any worse.
Yeah, dude.
And then she gets to know me and just realize, oh, I'm actually a tremendous young man.
I should tell a story on the next one about something similar. And it's like, yeah, dude, something I learned from is, yeah, dude, if you do something embarrassing and you take it in stride, the girl is even more attracted
Yeah.
to you than she was before.
Yeah, because other people would have like not been able to overcome that.
They'd turn red and be a
Embarrassment.
little fucking bitch about it.
Yeah, and like just for a split second, I thought like, oh no, I should just fucking go. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
And it was all totally fine.
You have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It goes for the same thing whenever you say something stupid. You have no idea how many stupid things I said last night, but I just brushed them off.
Yeah.
I just
It's
brushed
hard
them
to
off.
not say stupid things all the time.
Yeah, and it worked out.
Yeah.
And I may get some fucking trim out of it.
Yeah, I understand.
That's how you get broads.
True. That's how you get broads. It's a beautiful lesson.
That's a bro tip.
That's a bro tip right there. That's what's the bro tip? Sum it up. And then we'll get
Take it
going
in
here.
stride. That's how you get broads.
Take it in stride and get some broads.
Get some trim.
Get some Take it from us. That's how you do it.
Take it from us, a guy who's only had sex with one person and a guy who's I don't know what to say about you. Who's 31. Piece of shit.
Wow. What a nice ending.